All right, we're about ready to start the solo kayak weekend adventure. Got to stop at the Starbucks here. It's the old Rosie's. And there we go, pick up a Starbucks. So just got to head into the office for a couple hours, see a few patients, and then off to the river. All right, we are rolling into Kingman. Get a little work done, see a couple patients, and then off to the river. Route 66 in Kingman. Okay, here we go for our trip. We're all loaded up. Can't believe I fit it all into this kayak. And we're gonna be heading that way. Okay, have fun. Well, the goal is to make it to the dam. Not tonight, but tomorrow. But I don't know, it's pretty windy. Good strong headwind, so we'll see how far we get. Gotta go way up there. Just taking shelter in a little cove here before we go back out there into the wind. Water sure is pretty, but it's very windy and the river's moving pretty good. That would be a great place to camp. However, I'm only 2 miles up and there are some ruins up there, so there'll be a lot of people in the morning coming here, so we're gonna keep going that way. The river is really high and moving really fast. Hopefully it will continue this way tomorrow. It'll be an easy paddle back, but it's a little bit of a hard paddle up. All right, I made it to Emerald Cave, right there, like 2.5 miles up. It is about 6:15. Told myself I'd be off the water by 7. So I'm averaging about 3 miles an hour. So we'll see, hopefully I can get another couple miles and then make camp. Cheers. You can see though, they are really letting a lot of water out. It's moving fast. The good thing is I won't have to worry about the water coming up at night where I set up camp and flooding me out. So this is about as high as it's gonna get. You can see the water line is right there, so I'll be good. One more crazy thing, usually right here is packed with people at Emerald Cave, and I haven't seen anybody since I left the marina. Actually, I saw 2 paddleboarders back about a mile or 2. Crazy, super quiet. I'll be able to pick wherever I want to camp. All right, so it's 6:30, and I told myself that I would find the next campsite starting at 6:30, so I'm not setting up camp in the dark. So heading right at the sun, Ray. I'm paddling into the west, paddling to the west in my kayak, paddling to the west. There we go, paddling into the west. All right, the sun finally went down, thank goodness. In a little cove here, really pretty. Hopefully find camp here really soon. I think there's a campsite right on the other side of that point right there. We're gonna hope. It's just beautiful right now. So quiet. Wind finally died. Just have to show just how pretty it is. There was not a campsite around that point, so hopefully there is around that point. All right, well, here we go. There's our campsite for the night. We've made it about 5.5 miles, and it's about 7 o'clock, so time to set up. Be done for the day. All right, we're here. There's even a little fire pit. You can see the high water line. Shouldn't go any higher than that. Can walk back in there a little ways. And anyway, this should be a good spot. All right, we got camp all set up. It's a gorgeous night. Although the river is coming up, I'm quickly running out of beach. Don't have much more where the tent is, but I don't think it's going to come up anymore. I've been kind of watching it. There's this little spot right here that was flowing to the right. Now it's flowing to the left, which tells me that it's going down. So hopefully we don't get any more high water because we'll be getting wet. I do have to say, I'm loving this new kayak. I bought it for 300 bucks. It's a Wilderness Systems. I was going upriver with a pretty strong current and a headwind, and I was averaging 3 miles an hour. So that's pretty good. I love it. Got a nice fire going. I just need it to burn down a little so I can start to cook my hot dogs. That was the original fire pit, but it's in the water now, so I'm really hoping that it stops. That rock right there is my gauge, and if the water gets to that rock, I'm gonna have to move the tent. Well, thank goodness the water's definitely receding. It's going back. The tent is over here. It was over there, which is a lot prettier spot. However, there's water on both sides of that little hill, so I was a little bit worried. At least over here, behind the tent is a little trail, so if I need to drag it back there, I can, but I'm a little worried that that trail is a game trail, so who knows when we'll come down to get a drink in the middle of the night. Guess we'll see. Got some hot dogs cooking. Should be a nice night. So when I was watching some videos about other people that have camped out here on the river, one thing that they said is that there are a lot of scorpions at night. So hopefully not. I got my black light just in case. But according to the National Parks website, they don't come out unless the temperature is above 70 degrees at night. And it's supposed to get into the high 50s tonight, so keeping my fingers crossed they don't come out. There are, however, a ton of spiders in these bushes right here. But they're just little orb spiders. They won't hurt you. Kind of gross though. I don't know if you can hear those crickets. It's so peaceful out here. Keep hearing splashes out in the water, and sounded like some bighorn sheep footprints or footsteps a little earlier because there were like rocks rolling down the hill. Pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. Just walking over to the kayak, and there's a crayfish crawling around in the water. So you can see how high the water got earlier. Clear up there. Now it's clear down here. Right there. So it's gone down a lot, thank goodness. I did tie down the kayak just in case, but I was a little worried there that it was gonna flood us out. All right, well, we're in the tent, ready for bed. It's been a good day. Hopefully you can get some rest and hopefully paddle up to the dam tomorrow. All right, good night. Just a quick shot of my little house for the night. Oh, good morning. Welcome to 50. Ugh. Yep, today is my 50th birthday. But I guess it could be worse places I could spend it. It's beautiful out there. It was a rough night last night. The camp mat was not comfortable, super hard. So I tossed and turned all night. I probably slept about 2 hours. It is 6 o'clock right now, and just gonna clean up camp and load up the kayak over there, get on the water, get some food, and then get on the water. But it looks really pretty out there. It's just glass, and the water is coming back up, so it looks like they're letting some more water out of the dam. It's moving pretty good, but there's no wind, so it should be good. I'm excited to see if I can get to the dam today. Cheers. This is the bush that's right next to my tent, or that was next to my tent. You can see it's just filled with spiders. But camp is down. It's all loaded up in the kayak. Water has come back up, and just finishing my coffee and then gonna get on the water. Looks like it's moving pretty good. It'll be nice for the paddle home. Okay, we're all loaded up, packed up, getting ready to shove off. Just have to show what a beautiful morning it is. The water is just glass. There is a little bit of a breeze, probably pick up, and it's definitely flowing pretty fast, but it's beautiful this morning. Lucky to be out here. So what I do to try to save distance and a little bit of time is I find a point every corner, and I go straight to that point. That way, you know, the distance between 2 points is a straight line. If you follow the edge of the river, you're going to zigzag back and forth a lot. So I just try to go from point to point and try to keep a straight line, and that should cut down on a little bit of the mileage. It's a really nice morning now. Nice and calm, no wind yet. Water's beautiful. Still got quite a ways, probably 5 more miles to go today, and then 12 back. So it's gonna be a long day, but going back should be pretty nice. I just gotta show this again. It's just so beautiful out here. And I haven't seen another person since yesterday at the marina. It's freaking beautiful. Just amazing. Look at that. And that's downriver there. Just beautiful. Very, very blessed to be out here. All right, well, I've gone about 2-3 miles since camp, taking a little rest. You can see how fast the water's running. I just stopped here at a beach. This shows you a little better how fast the water's running. It's moving along pretty good. So that's gonna make the paddle home a lot easier. Just kick back, relax, and enjoy. Stop to make a quick arm adjustment. What happens is my liner slips down. The wind's kicked up quite a bit, so I'm having to paddle a little harder and the liner slips down. So I need to fix it, otherwise I'll get a blister. But these little legs that I have, my little kayak legs, hold on. These kayak legs are amazing. So, and here's our first sign of life. Boat going up. First person I've seen in since yesterday. Well, I made it to Arizona Hot Springs. It's actually right around that corner, but there's a bunch of people over there, so I'm just gonna stop right here and take a break. Not a bad spot to spend your 50th. Super pretty here. Arizona Hot Springs is like right around that bend. You can see the bathrooms. Still a couple miles to the dam, but I think I'm gonna turn around here and head back. The wind is really strong, and it's just getting stronger, and the water's moving really fast. So I'm getting kind of tired, and I got a long ways to go back. So I'm gonna head back, and that way I don't get back at dark. It's about 9:30 now, so I'm hoping to be back about 2. So we'll see. But man, what a beautiful day. Gorgeous out here. I can't believe it's only an hour and a half from my house. You can see how pretty the water is here. And right over there is the scout camp, or Arizona Hot Springs. You can hike up to. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna head back. All right, enjoy the rest of the trip. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice to go down the river now, not have to paddle so hard. I got the wind on my back, and the river is moving pretty good. Kind of hard to see, but I'm actually moving pretty good. So hopefully be back in about 4 hours. Up here the river really narrows down, so the river starts moving a little faster when it gets narrow. When I paddle, I'm averaging 5 miles an hour, which coming up I was really working to hit 3, so I should get back pretty quick. There is another person actually up here now, so that's the first other kayak that I've seen. I've seen a couple of boats, mostly rangers, going up and down, and one bass boat. But got the river pretty much to myself. I also want to say the best part about kayaking in this canyon is pretty much all day you can find some shade. We've got such high walls. Either go on one side or the other and you'll have shade, all except for maybe about 2 hours when it's right above. But otherwise you can pretty much find shade the whole way. Some of the cool things that you get to see when you're in a kayak, another cave. Although I'm not going to go back in there, it's really creepy. It's pretty cool. Here's something that you would not see if you were in a boat, because you wouldn't hear it. And I didn't know. I was paddling down and I could hear it. But it's a waterfall. How freaking cool is that? Coming from right out of the rocks. It's probably hot. I'm gonna go feel it and see if it's warm. But man, look how beautiful it is back here. Got a waterfall, gorgeous green water. It's absolutely beautiful. Another shot of the waterfall. So cool. Looks like you can climb up there. There's like a little hot spring tub that you'll probably sit in. Pretty awesome. Comes all the way from up where those bushes are. I did feel it, and it's warm, but not hot. Definitely warmer than the water, because the water's freezing right here. But it's beautiful. Beautiful little cove back here. Just another one of the many really cool places that you could camp. So cool back here. And there's no bushes, so you wouldn't have to deal with the spiders. Oop, hit the rock. Three random boulders. 1, 2, 3. That was just barely hanging on the edge there. Probably fell down from up there somewhere. Got another cave here. Quite a few of these things. Mile marker 58. I think we have to go to like 51. So we still got a while. It's kind of crazy because I haven't seen any kayakers. I don't know if they just didn't have their drop-in day today, but I thought that they would drop them off at the dam and then they float down. And I haven't seen any. Just that one canoe, and they were staying up at that camp, the scout camp. So it's nice to have the river to myself again. Another really cool thing that you wouldn't see, that is water dripping down and moss growing in this little cave here. Oh, that's so cool. It's just dripping down. Let's see if I can get in for a little closer shot. Look at that. How beautiful is that? See it just dripping down. Just really cool colors. All the way around. So pretty. So cool. The water's dripping on me, but it's just so pretty. This is prettier than Emerald Cove, I think, or Emerald Cave. It's beautiful. Just another really pretty spot. Just a rock right here, just kind of hanging up on. Just awesome. Well, got about maybe 4 or 5 more miles. My camp from last night is just up around the bend, and we're starting to see some more people now, so that's good. I think it's IPA time. 11:30. Last night's camp. Water's gone down. Fire pit, the old fire pit is like way out of the water. It was in the water last night. It was a lot more peaceful last night. Today, we got lots of people. Lots of boats. Yeah, it was much more peaceful last night. And the wind is starting to kick up at my tail, so that's great. It's pushing us along really good. For a while there, for a couple of miles, it completely died down, and they've stopped, well, they've slowed on releasing water. So it's not flowing very fast, so I was doing a lot of paddling, but it's nice now to have the wind at my back, actually moving, not having to work as much. So I'll take it. About another hour and a half and I should be back. 4 more miles. Woohoo! It's 50 Friday. Cheers to 50. Hopefully 50 more. Emerald Cave, but we're not going to stop there because all of these people are headed there right now. And we've seen it a bunch. It's pretty cool though. Coming back into Willow Beach. This about concludes our river adventure. So when we get back to the dock, we will have done 20 miles. Well, that concludes our 50th birthday river trip. It was awesome. I was hoping to make it to the dam, but I didn't make it. I was 2 miles shy. Just got too tired and wasn't sure what the wind was going to do, but it was a great time. I did learn a lesson to not put in and take out at the paddle watercraft launch area, because all of the tourist companies take over the whole thing. Jackasses completely blocked me in, so I had a real hard time loading up my kayak. But anyway, it was a great time. Loved it, and I don't want to do it again anytime soon.